I was living a nightmare, not the kind you wake up from, but the kind where you're wide awake, watching everything you depend on start to fall apart. Mine started with a sound, a sharp metallic rattle coming from deep inside my 2009 Honda Civic. At first, it only happened when I turned the key in the morning. I told myself it was nothing. Old cars make noises. When you're broke, denial becomes a survival skill. But the sound didn't stop. It got louder. Every press of the gas felt like a warning, so I finally did what I'd been avoiding and took it to a mechanic. He listened for less than a minute, closed the hood, and said the number that made my stomach drop. $1,200. I laughed, not because it was funny, but because my brain refused to accept it. I didn't have $1,200. I barely had enough to get through the week. That car wasn't just transportation. I drove rideshare for a living. No car meant no rides meant no income meant no rent, and I was already hanging by a thread. I drove away from the shop in silence, the rattle sounding louder than ever. Every mile felt like borrowed time. Every night I lay awake doing math that never worked. What if the car died mid-ride? What if I missed rent? What happens after that? The spiral was constant. That night I logged into the app anyway. Fear doesn't pay bills. The city glowed outside my windshield as I drove pickup after pickup. Drunk strangers, tired workers, everyone had somewhere to go. I felt like I was driving straight toward a wall. Then I got a ping, VIP pickup. I headed downtown and pulled up under a streetlight. A girl in a hoodie and oversized sunglasses slid into the back seat. "Hey," I said, "how's it going?" "Hi," she replied. Her voice sounded tired. I glanced at the rearview mirror. My heart stopped. I knew that face instantly. Stadium tours, award shows, billboard covers. The biggest pop star on the planet was sitting in my back seat. My mind raced. I wanted to scream. I wanted a selfie. I wanted proof this was real. My hands tightened on the wheel as I tried not to stare. But then I really looked at her. She wasn't glowing. She wasn't smiling. Her shoulders were slumped, eyes heavy. She didn't look famous. She looked exhausted. So I did the only thing that felt right. I turned off the radio. "Is the AC okay?" I asked. "Yeah," she said. "Thanks." That was it. I didn't mention her music. I didn't ask questions. I didn't say her name. I just drove. The silence felt intentional, calm. The city slid past quietly. Even my rattling engine behaved like it understood this moment mattered. I caught a reflection again. Her eyes were closed, forehead resting against the window. Not sleeping, just breathing. It hit me how rare this must be for her, to exist without being watched or taken from. For a few minutes, she wasn't a superstar. She was just a passenger. We pulled up to the hotel. Big, bright, expensive. The ride ended, but she didn't get out right away. She leaned forward slightly. "Thanks for just being a driver," she said. She smiled and stepped out and disappeared inside. I sat there for a moment, stunned. I completed the ride and drove a block before pulling over. 2 minutes later, my phone buzzed. 5-star rating. Then I saw the tip. $2,000. My hands started shaking. I stared at the screen, convinced it had to be a mistake. Then I saw the note. "Get that engine fixed. You're a good driver." I pulled over completely and broke down. I cried into the steering wheel like all the fear I'd been holding finally let go. That money didn't just fix my car. It fixed my panic. It fixed the future I couldn't see past tomorrow. It fixed the feeling that one bad week could end everything. The next morning, I paid the mechanic in full. When I turned the key, the engine purred smoothly. No rattle, no warning. But the real repair had already happened. All because I chose to give someone silence instead of taking something from them. That quiet ride didn't just save my car, it saved my life.